In the top stories, JetBlue makes its inaugural flight to St. Kitts, McKnight death under police investigation, and a new permanent representative of St. Kitts and Nevis to the OAS presents credentials. The details on these stories and more after the break.
In cricket, there are a few essentials. A bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Black Month is here, and Quartz is having the ultimate trading event of the year. Trade in your old furniture, appliances, electronics, and mattresses for an on-the-spot discount of 30% off the new. Yes, you heard right. From November 1st to 11th, you can trade in your old for a new, and it's easy to take advantage of this offer. First, take a photo or video of your old item. Next, go on down to your nearest Quartz store and purchase your new item. Then, we will deliver. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Save up to 70% off unselected items store-wide. No cash? No problem. With Quartz Ready Finance, you pay $0 down and your first payment isn't due until February 2024. Hurry, because this deal will not last. Shop now, because every day is Black Friday at Quartz. Conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. A new era of accessibility and connectivity arrived in St. Kitts with the inaugural landing of JetBlue to the Robert Hill Bradger International Airport on Thursday. Available year-round, these direct flights are expected to offer seamless travel experiences weekly on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays to and from New York and St. Kitts. CEO of the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, Alison Thompson, referred to the partnership with JetBlue as a game changer and encouraged persons to take advantage of the new flight and visit St. Kitts.
So the JetBlue flight just offers a wonderful opportunity for us to increase our stayover visitors into St. Kitts. The goal is to make St. Kitts a year-round destination, and this goes a long way in making that happen for us. So with the convenient connections that we have now between JFK and St. Kitts, we want to welcome our guests to come for our carnival, and next year our music festival, and then come and just enjoy what this wonderful destination has to offer.
Vice President of Network Planning and Airline Partnerships of JetBlue, David Jen, spoke of the importance of adding new routes like St. Kitts to the JetBlue itinerary.
We're one of the largest carriers in the Northeast, and we have an amazing customer base. But with this new flight today, we open ourselves up to a new group of customers that want to go back and forth between St. Kitts, Nevis, and the U.S. Today, we introduced JetBlue's award-winning service, low fares, and better options to a market that doesn't have a ton of air service to the U.S. So very happy to be here to provide that. Adding new routes like this is not only important to JetBlue's long-term success, but it opens up the opportunity for people to go to and from St. Kitts, both for leisure, to visit friends and family, etc. We always want to introduce the JetBlue experience to more customers in more places, and that's why we're here today. St. Kitts is a leading tourism destination. It's one of the most highly rated in the Caribbean, and we want to fly where our customers want to travel.
Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, in welcoming JetBlue, spoke of the economic benefits to be derived from this partnership, pointing specifically to sustainable tourism.
The enhanced airlift capacity provided by JetBlue will substantially bolster our tourism sector, which serves as a cornerstone of our economy. This augmented accessibility will attract a large number of discerning travelers. The economic implications of JetBlue's arrival extend beyond the borders of St. Kitts and Nevis. Through the enhanced airlift capacity, we can foster closer ties with our regional counterparts, forging stronger partnerships and collaborative ventures. The interconnectedness opens doors to increased trade opportunities, knowledge sharing, and cultural exchanges, driving regional prosperity and resilience. As we move forward, we intend to leverage this historic partnership by capitalizing on emerging trends such as sustainable tourism, an initiative of our Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Marsha Henderson.
Following the welcome ceremony, a plaque and gift exchange and the cutting of a cake took place between local tourism stakeholders and representatives of JetBlue. In line with sustainability practices, the usual water salute, which is performed for the arrival of inaugural flights, was not performed upon JetBlue's landing. The police are investigating an alleged altercation that led to the death of a male on November 1st, 2023. The incident occurred in Salt Pond Alley, McKnight, St. Kitts, between 2:30 p.m. and 3 p.m. Responding to the scene, police officers observed Japhet Liebert of Central Westbourne Street, aged 24 years, lying motionless on the ground with visible chop wounds about his body. He was pronounced deceased at the scene. The crime scene unit of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force processed the scene and collected some items of evidential value. The general public will be kept appropriately abreast of the investigation as it progresses. The police are asking anyone with information on this and any other criminal matter to call the nearest police station or the Crime Stoppers hotline at 707. The police force has expressed sincere condolences to all who have been affected by this occurrence. The new permanent representative of St. Kitts and Nevis to the Organization of American States, OAS, Jacinth Henry Martin, presented her credentials to OAS Secretary General Luis Almagro in a ceremony earlier this week at the headquarters of the Hemispheric Organization in Washington, D.C. In her speech, Ambassador Henry Martin reiterated the unwavering commitment of her country in the values and goals of the OAS. She emphasized that St. Kitts and Nevis is, quote, fully dedicated to strengthening the four pillars, democracy, human rights, security, and development, upon which this organization was founded, recognizing the vital role the OAS plays in giving a voice to those who have been historically marginalized, end quote. Secretary General Almagro congratulated the government of St. Kitts and Nevis, quote, for its commitment to electoral justice, democratic institutionality, education and entrepreneurial empowerment initiatives for its people, among other focus areas, which sets an example of a peaceful and secure democracy in the region, end quote. Ambassador Henry Martin previously represented her country at the OAS between 2011 and 2015, following which she was the coordinator of the coordinating office for the offices and units of the General Secretariat in the member states of the OAS, a position she held until the first semester of 2023. After the break, St. Kitts and Nevis hosts WIPO Regional Conference, and Minister of Commerce and Consumer Affairs explains changes to the Consumer Affairs Act. Stay with us.
Hey there, get ready to dance down the aisles because Horsford's Value Mart IGA is about to rock your world with the All Treats, No Tricks Double Points Extravaganza, lighting up the entire month of October. It's a whirlwind of double points on all dairy and non-grocery products. That's right, double up on the fun, double up on the points, and double up on the rewards. Imagine this, every time you grab that creamy dairy delight or pick up your favorite non-grocery treasures, you're raking in double the points. Your savings are about to hit the stratosphere. So jump into the party at Horsford's Value Mart now and let loose during the All Treats, No Tricks Double Points October. Load up your cart with the finest dairy, top-notch non-grocery gems, and all your household must-haves. So circle October on your calendar and dash to Value Mart today, where the fun and savings never stop. Double points at Horsford's Value Mart is valid only during the month of October. Points are subject to terms and conditions. Visit our store or website for more details. Get ready for a shopping fiesta.
Horsford and Company Limited, providing a greener future for the exceptional people that we value.
Meet the Johnson family, living a good life. How are they able to afford all this? By switching their mortgage to National. And you too can take advantage of this great offer. Yes, National Bank's Switch Mortgage will make your dreams a reality with the lowest interest rates guaranteed. You will have more disposable income than ever before. Imagine the possibilities. National Bank Switch Mortgage makes all the difference. Come home to National Bank and get your Switch Mortgage today. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
ZIZ TV presents a new season of Healthwise, Mondays at 8:30 p.m., hosted by Dr. Monique Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence. The new season of Healthwise starts at 8:30 p.m., Monday, 6 November 2023.
Welcome back. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is hosting the World Intellectual Property Office's Regional Conference from November 2nd to 6th under the theme IP Innovation to Prosperity. Reverend Thompson has the details.
The World Intellectual Property Office IP Innovation to Prosperity themed regional conference began on Thursday at the Park Hyatt in St. Kitts. In giving brief opening remarks, Attorney General Honorable Garth Wilkin said he welcomes participants' ideas from Thursday and Friday's discussions, which will form part of a meeting with ministers on Monday. He also pledged the Ministry of Justice and Legal Affairs' efforts to exploring avenues for creatives in the Federation to benefit from.
In research and development, leading to a diverse range of products, fostering economic growth, and ensuring long-term stability. To this end, the Ministry of Justice and Legal Affairs of St. Kitts and Nevis, through its IPO, is exploring a myriad of avenues towards crafting an enabling environment that maximizes our people's creativity and innovation and facilitates their ability to fully exploit and benefit from their efforts that are in dire need of policy directives such as emerging trends in the digital environment and digital transformation of IPOs. To the esteemed heads of IPOs, as the principal administrators in this area, your experiences, your recommendations, and your passion are what will drive these meetings. The questions that you intend to explore are timely and practical and will appropriately fuel the discussion for the ministers on Monday. We need to hear your thoughts, and I encourage and welcome open, frank discussion. I look forward to hearing your recommendations based on your discussions and sharing of best practices. It is hoped that the group discussions will bear much fruit in identifying challenges and crafting recommendations that will advance the region's progress in IP.
Thursday's sessions were centered around IP offices navigating trends in the digital environment and digital transformation of IP offices in the Caribbean context. On Friday, the IP offices will prepare draft ministerial resolutions in preparation for Monday's meeting. As the session is being attended by IP registrars from around the region, Hassan Kleib, WIPO's Deputy Director General, commended their individual country efforts.
And I would also like to use this opportunity to commend all the program and activities and as well as initiative by the IP Office of the Caribbean countries to ensure that IP system continues to stimulate innovation and creativity, and in turn contribute to economic growth and development, including for groups which has been underserved by the IP ecosystem, such as SMEs, youth, women, and traditional communities. These groups are essential to the innovation ecosystem and economic development of the Caribbean region.
Participants hail from Trinidad and Tobago, Suriname, Belize, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Lucia, Grenada, Jamaica, and Dominica. There are many opportunities available for women and youth in the economic and IP space, and as such, Deputy Director General Kleib encouraged them to explore.
Youth have the potential to build a more prosperous future for themselves and their respective communities. They are highly educated and innovative, and they are increasingly starting their own businesses and developing new technology. Youth account for over a quarter of the population in Caribbean, a powerful force indeed. On women, research indicates that if women and men participated equally as entrepreneurs, global GDP could rise by as much as 2% or 1.5 trillion US dollar. There are opportunities and space to boost women's contribution in the region, noting that women make up nearly half of the labor force in Caribbean.
The conference wraps up on November 6th, and Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew is slated to deliver remarks. Mervan Thompson for ZIZ News.
A breakdown of the recent amendment to the Consumer Affairs Act that was passed on Monday was done on this week's In Focus to better inform and protect consumers. During Wednesday's program, Right Honorable Dr. Denzel Douglas, Minister of Commerce and Consumer Affairs, gave a further explanation of the bill.
The bill, when it was first introduced 20 years ago, it was in keeping with what we had to do, our obligation as a member of the Caribbean community, and also as a signatory to the revised treaty of Chaguaramas. Specifically, that agreement spoke to in Article 184 and also 185 that we had to provide harmonized consumer protection legislation as all CARICOM countries were expected to do, because we are all signatories. And the bill, therefore, was necessary to fulfill this particular obligation because we had recognized that some consumer protection from 2003 bill were not covered. And it was important, especially after we would have had continuing complaints from our own consumers here in St. Kitts and Nevis, that there was something that we had to do to improve situation, and that is what the intention was.
One other change to the bill is the position of Consumer Protection Officers, CPO, instead of Price Control Officers. Director of the Consumer Affairs Department, Paul Quealy, spoke of actions that can be taken by the CPOs.
In regards to the expired items, the officers would remove them from the shelves now under the new legislation, and they would be required to be placed in a container, and it would be sealed once we get the appropriate seal, like the kind of tape that customs uses with their logo and stuff on it. You seal the container and you place it in a location where the health department, the health inspectors would then come and confiscate these items and dispose of them. It remains at the establishment because we cannot condemn the items. Health department will have to come in, write up the necessary documentation, and issue them the certificate so that they can dispose of the items at the landfill.
Under the Act now, there are tiers of fines that can be prescribed. Ticketable offenses range from $700 to $2,000. Repeated business offenders can be fined more and would have to go before the Consumer Protection Board. The board comprises 5 persons, including the chairperson. To qualify, there must be one member who is knowledgeable and experienced in the area of industry, commerce, public administration, and consumer protection. There must also be an attorney at law of at least 7 years standing. The department says they will increase public knowledge for consumers and business places. More information can be found on their Facebook page, St. Kitts Consumer Affairs Department. Budget 2024 committee consultations got underway on Tuesday night at the Lodge Atlas Community Center to hear the public's feedback on intended policies that will comprise the budget and ultimately the Sustainable Island State ZIZ agenda. The ZIZ agenda is based on the UN's 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which the SKNLP administration is pursuing to position the St. Kitts and Nevis more independently. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Environment and Climate Action, Nercia Williams, shared what the ZIZ looks like for the Federation.
While economic resources can contribute to progress in some of these areas, achieving the SDGs requires comprehensive and sustainable efforts that go beyond a one-time distribution of funds. Solutions often involve systemic changes, international cooperation, policy improvements, and long-term investments in various sectors. Achieving goals related to poverty and hunger may require investments in agricultural infrastructure, in education, in healthcare. Addressing climate action requires coordinated efforts to reduce emissions, transition to renewable energy, and adaptation to the impacts of climate change. Working our way to a sustainable island state means that regardless of your background, you are assured that you would receive fair treatment and a fair chance in life. This means taking the best possible care of our resources.
As the financial state of the country is paramount in this transition, Senior Director in the Ministry of Finance, Leveran Creeley, shared that the public debt has been shrinking.
Our debt service is also on a trend to be moderating at 1.6% from last year to 1.8% of GDP. This gives an indication that we'll be managing our debt obligations on how we contract debt, and so this bears out from the percentage rate. And most importantly, our popular statistic that is touted everywhere, our public sector debt to GDP ratio, which went down from 69.1% in 2021 to 63.2%, and we are expecting it to go below the benchmark, which is the standard of 60%, to 55.4% in 2023.
The consultations continued on Thursday at the Old Road Community Center. Coming up in regional news, St. Lucia's government initiates judicial system reform. The details when we come back.
Hey there, get ready to dance down the aisles because Horsewood's Value Mart IGA is about to rock your world with the All Treats, No Tricks Double Points Extravaganza, lighting up the entire month of October. It's a whirlwind of double points on all dairy and non-grocery products. That's right, double up on the fun, double up on the points, and double up on the rewards. Imagine this, every time you grab that creamy dairy delight or pick up your favorite non-grocery treasures, you're raking in double the points. Your savings are about to hit the stratosphere. So jump into the party at Horsewood's Value Mart now and let loose during the All Treats, No Tricks Double Points October. Load up your cart with the finest dairy, top-notch non-grocery gems, and all your household must-haves. So circle October on your calendar and dash to Value Mart today, where the fun and savings never stop. Double points at Horsewood's Value Mart is valid only during the month of October. Points are subject to terms and conditions. Visit our store or website for more details. Get ready for a shopping fiesta.
ZIZ TV presents a new season of Healthwise, Mondays at 8:30 p.m., hosted by Dr. Monique Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence. The new season of Healthwise starts at 8:30 p.m., Monday, 6 November 2023.
You have dreams you're imagining, goals you'd like to achieve. We're here to see you through. We're invested in you. We're invested in you. You can depend on us. We will take care of you with a legacy of commitment you can trust. Have to work along with you. Want you to know we care, and we will strive to do our very best to help in your success. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. The government of St. Lucia is dedicated to revitalizing the judicial system with a primary focus on curbing violent behavior through targeted programs aimed at rehabilitating and instilling ethical coping mechanisms, particularly among young people. More in this NBC Prime report.
Persistent concerns about crime in our society persist, with many believing that the current punitive measures within the judicial system are ineffective in deterring lawbreakers. Even recent adjustments to bail policies for offenders have not calmed citizens' concerns. In response to this pressing issue, the government is committed to breathing new life into the justice sector, actively implementing social programs and placing particular emphasis on men, recognizing that the majority of inmates at the Borderley Correctional Facility are male.
We know there are some stumbling blocks in the judicial process, and that we have to clear. There are some that might require legislative changes, so that too we are working on. And as you mentioned, we are also focusing on preventative measures so that we do not have persons engaging in acts that would be contrary to the law.
Youth represent the lifeblood of St. Lucia's economy and are the torchbearers of our nation's future. The government is wholeheartedly committed to engaging and empowering the youth, nurturing their skills and talents to ensure they steer clear of criminal activities.
Government is looking at investing in a lot of social programs so that our young persons especially are fully engaged and very productive, so they do not engage in antisocial behavior that would cause them to find themselves facing the law, whether the judicial in court or finding themselves at Borderley.
These programs, she explains, not only serve to promote youth development, but also contribute to reducing the inmate population at the Borderley Correctional Facility, leading to substantial cost savings and a brighter future for St. Lucia. Joshua Harrow, NBC Prime.
The Telecommunications Services of Trinidad and Tobago has already implemented some of the recommendations given by cybersecurity experts after the most recent attack on its database. That was the word from Public Utilities Minister Marvin Gonzalez in Parliament's lower house on Wednesday. More in this report.
During the question and answer session, the minister pointed out that TSTT has continuously spent millions of dollars to safeguard its customers' information.
TSTT's immediate response was to isolate the threat and launch a comprehensive investigation to ascertain the full impact of the incident. The company enlisted the support of internationally recognized cybersecurity experts and partners in investigating the attempted breach and advising on the implementation of appropriate additional security measures and protocols.
Despite the inconvenience caused by the cyber attack on TSTT's customers, Minister Gonzalez reiterated that customers' information was not compromised.
Coming up, police bar activists demanding apology from King Charles from holding protests. International news is next.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investment. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Welcome back. In Kenya, police barred activists who were demanding an apology from King Charles from holding a protest. Around 30 members of the group, calling itself the Social Justice Network, threw red roses at the foot of the monument of Mau Mau veteran Dedan Kimathi in the Central Business District, but a contingent of uniformed and plainclothes police officers dispersed them.
66 years after Kenyan liberation icon Dedan Kimathi was executed by the British colonial rulers, calls for unequivocal apologies still echo. Kenyan police on Wednesday blocked a group known as the Social Justice Network from holding demonstrations in Nairobi to protest King Charles III's visit.
What we want is for King Charles to say, we apologize to the Kenyan population and the descendants and generations that have suffered because of the atrocities and barbarity committed by the British people during the reign that they were here.
Matare social justice activists demanded Tuesday that the British permanent base Batuk be closed. Groups have documented and denounced crimes allegedly committed by British soldiers stationed in central Kenya.
All the land under British to be given back to the Kenyan people, and we also want Batuk to leave our land. Batuk has to go. The Kenyan people in Laikipia wamewakaribisha vizuri, and then they treat them as though they subjugate them, they dominate them, they treat them as though they are second-class citizens in their own country.
Kenya has had a close and at times challenging relationship with Britain in 60 years of independence. Political analyst and journalism and communications professor Herman Manyora says he blames African leaders.
I don't blame the British. I blame African leaders who are subservient to the British and the French. Okay? Why are they subservient to them? Because they ravage their own countries, they rape their own countries, they steal from their own countries. So they seek recognition and protection. If you did not relate with the British and the French in that kind of manner, you are able to tell them off. You are a sovereign state. But because you relate from a subservient point of view, you see them as God.
Britain's monarch visited the war cemetery on Wednesday. Heavy security was deployed on the roads leading there. At a state banquet on Tuesday,